Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Aquarians and it's for the month of July, a little bit over 2025. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. Welcome, everyone. 2025 for everyone. My dear for every Aquarius, that means. Okay, I'd like to welcome all of you, each and every one of you, to this reading. This is your money reading, all about your finances, your work, your career, everything about your money that you need to know for the month of July and a little bit over. So welcome, everyone. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for being here. Let us begin with the most important two messages for every Aquarius. My dear Aquarian, I'd like to convey my best wishes and sincere blessings to each and every one of you in everything you do. My best wishes. Starting with the first message, and we've got miracles. What a beautiful way to begin. Miracles are going to be pouring into your life, glorious, beautiful miracles that are going to bring you extreme success, a lot of success coming into your life due to these miracles. That's great to know. Starting July all the way to 4 months from July, it's going to start in July and continue on for 4 months until each Aquarian gets their miracles and the beginning of their miracles. The second message for every Aquarius, it says you are going on a trip, a retreat, somewhere really wonderful with someone that you truly love, and you are going to have time out where you are going to really enjoy the time together. And it looks to me like this could be in connection to happening between, I would say, it's happening in July. Yeah, the beginning of July and all the way to August. Actually, sorry, November. All the way to November. So you might be on a trip already now. It might happen again. There could be two here, 2 trips. And one could be to do with like occasions or work or family, and the other one will be a very special retreat with someone that you truly love. So whichever comes first, July till November. But this is incredible, absolutely beautiful for you. Could be also work related, where you'll be making a lot of money while you're having pleasure at the same time. Pleasure and business together. One message for all Aquarians, something that you've been pondering about or wondering, an answer to, a bit of guidance, a bit of support, and we've got in the near future. So if you've been questioning something as to when you're going to be establishing something, especially if it's uniting with someone or a partnership or a business or love or whatever it may be, it looks like in the very near future. Not in the future, in the near future, so very soon, that means. Okay, that's great to know. Now we move on to the next level to see 2 more messages for you, my dear Aquarius, in regard to your work, career, and money. You're celebrating. There's celebration. Something magnificent is happening that's causing this celebration. In the midst of this reading, we're going to find out what it is that you're celebrating. But there's great celebrations. The second message for all Aquarians. Oh, sorry. Too many cards have fallen. The 4 of Wands was one of them, celebrating a lot of blessings and miracles, but I'll wait for it to come out properly. Okay, here we go. The second important factor. Oh my God, you saw that right in front of your eyes. These are miracles that I love. After shuffling, we still got the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands shows a lot of miracles and a lot of blessings coming your way, and this is the reason you are celebrating. As these people, they're hurraying, hands in the air. As you can see, these 2 figures, hands in the air in gratitude for all the blessings that are coming, that are pouring into your life. This is what you are going to be doing. This is a lot of blessings being poured into your life, and you celebrating them with so much gratitude, absolute gratitude. So this is magnificent. Wow, absolutely wow. My dear Aquarius, this is glorious. Okay, so now we move on to the next level. And the next level are 2 other messages from the tarot. Here we go. That we need to know. I'm just going to move this a little bit over here without disturbing that, so I can have some room. Yes, here we go. 2 more messages. The next one says, wow, we have the Empress. This is the unconditional loving of the heavens or the universe. This unconditional loving gives you abundance in every area of your life. You are going to be feeling so fruitful, so powerful, like magic. Things are going to fall for you in your hands. Everything is going to be going so well for you. You are going to feel absolutely abundant and happy and overwhelmed, and also favored by the heavens or by the universe, whatever your belief is. The next important factor for all Aquarians, wow, victory. 6 of Wands, victory and success in every way. Look at that. This is magnificent. This is like a lot of rewards coming to you for all your hard work, for all your efforts. You are going to be rewarded big time. Victory after victory, recognition and support from the heavens. Wow, it doesn't get any better. What can I say? This is like tremendous. With miracles, like what can I possibly say? Have a look at this. Miracles and victory and celebration. It doesn't get any better. It really doesn't. I feel like, my dear Aquarius, something incredible is going to take place, and it's going to take you to levels beyond your expectation, that you are going to be in such a mood to be celebrating all the time. Going away, going on holidays, there'll be a lot of funds, a lot of money coming your way, a lot of wealth. Miracles also includes wealth, happiness, happy occasions, raises, promotions, wealth, winning, windfalls. Everything you can imagine and more is coming. And it's going to be glorious, absolutely glorious. Prepare for something magnificent taking place in your life, especially when you have the Empress here. And victory. Now we have victory. And not to mention the 4 of Wands, of course. It goes without saying. I'll put the 4 of Wands over here so I can fit them in properly. Now, so far, it's been the best. Let's see what else next. Now, I'm going to take 3 messages from another deck. For all Aquarians. Let's have a look. What else do you need to know? 3 more messages. Someone of fire energy that's going to be very supportive, perhaps. This is usually someone very, very giving. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Someone wonderful. We'll find out more as to who this person is, and when I clarify. There is a devil now. The devil is connected to Capricorn. It is also connected about something being done too much, excessive. Capricorn is a hard worker. They work too hard. And it can be a little bit a situation where it might be a bit controlling, tempting, or controlling. So you've got to heal from this. This is a situation that needs healing, and I feel like healing should be coming your way, considering everything we've seen in your reading so far. Healing is about to come. This situation needs healing. This is something very difficult. This is something that is restrictive, controlling, someone very controlling. And I feel like you are going to heal from this for sure. Now, the next one here, we've got a water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. We'll find out more about this person. This is someone very emotional, very caring, and very respected by everybody. But we'll see how these people are connected when I do the clarifications. So now we see what you don't see happening. There is resting from a big battle that you've been fighting very hard, and you are going to get your justice. So resting from a big battle, the 4 of Swords, and then you've been trying your best to put your foot down and set boundaries, like this is enough. Enough is enough. I've done this. I can't do any more. Don't expect that much. Fighting for your beliefs and your ideals, and this is going to be a win. You are going to have a win-win situation. And also I want you to know that justice is going to prevail for you. You could be dealing with air energy Libra, possibly, but I feel like this is more about justice in your favor. So let's move on to the next level. And the next level, there's a few messages, and then I will clarify everything so we can understand what's going on clearly. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to take 2 to 3, actually 3 messages, since it's a money reading. So we got the gears, the first one, and we got the other 2. So that's great. Okay, so the gears are, you're putting plans into motion. It looks to me like money flow is doing well because you're working hard. Your hard work is paying off well, but you are putting plans in motion. You want things, it's like as though you're building a new idea, a new business, a new concept. You want to put it together. You want to work in team with someone. There's some ideas, but you're finally now, you've been thinking about them, now you're putting them into motion. Some of you might be taking time off work so that you can have more time to build this situation or team or career. there's a lot of security in it. I feel like it's going to be doing well, and I feel like it might be in connection to someone, like you might need someone to work with in this regard. There is something ending with the coffin. There's an end to something, but you have to be very careful because there could be a bad investment. So you have to investigate everything well before you take action, especially if it is a business, because it could be a bad investment. Now, there could be financial challenges, again, in connection maybe to this business. So it could take all your savings. You could lose your savings. You've got to be very, very cautious. Now, job ending. Sometimes this is an end of a job, or even the bad investment. You might buy something, it's a bad investment, and you lose your job, and you might lose your savings. So you've got to be very, very careful. Some of you might be working a night shift. Some of you might be doing office work, but you've got to be careful with investing in a business that might be a bad investment. Or even if it's not a business, it might be a concept or an idea. Somebody might say, look, you put this much money, like a quick get rich quick scheme. It could be something like that. It's a bad investment. You've got to be very careful. But the great news is, to counteract this, is the wings. The wings is rising above money issues. So whatever happens, you might not be losing too much, especially now that you got the warning to be careful, to watch everything, to study things well. You might, overcome this problem. Because you know what? It shows that maybe the first thing might not be a good idea, but the second thing might be a business really good, because the golden wings are also a business taking off. So a new business, maybe the first one might be a bad investment, and then there might be a business that will be taking off and doing well, because the plans put into motion is about a deep business that you've already studied and you've thought about it well and looked at it from all avenues, and then finally you're putting your plans into motion. Where the coffin is about something that's a bad investment. It might look good short term, and then you lose money with it. Okay, so rising above money issues with the golden wings, which is really wonderful. Rising above money issues, business taking off, and there's profit. So that's really great news. As you can see, that's all there for you. Spiritual work. Some of you might be considering spiritual work, or doing situations about life's purpose, helping others, public relations, supporting those who are in need, and being on a mission. So this is really wonderful. And I'll just put that one over here and just move the devil a little bit down. Okay, now let's move on to the next level. The next level is clarifying and understanding what everybody is all about, like what the King of Cups is all about, who the Queen of Wands is. Let's start with the King of Cups. This water energy, someone caring, considerate, water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Let's see what about them for all Aquarians. Right. Okay. It looks like to me that it is a situation that is destined. Something that is going to happen in regard to this water energy. Something hidden. Your higher self, your inner self, your gut feeling knows about this. You might be seeing dreams, vivid dreams about someone of water energy. There could be a person that's water and air, like could be Aquarius with water energy, but something is destined. I wonder what is destined. Okay, so there could be a movement. There could be a relocation. Destined. That could be what it is. In regard to someone that has water energy in them, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Now that could be an Aquarius who might have Cancer in them, who might have Scorpio, who might have Pisces in them, right? It could be yourself, if you got water energy, or if you might be dealing with someone like yourself who might be Aquarius that might have water energy. But there is a situation where there could be a relocation happening here when there's something ending. Don't forget there's ending and there's release from something very harsh. Now, this could be also in connection, like I said, to air energy, because I saw the Queen of Swords. Now, I'm going to have a look at the Queen of Wands and see what that is, because the Queen of Wands, now, that is all in conjunction together. Let's see what's going on. Okay, well, someone is getting free. I'm going to take one more. Getting freedom. Okay. Now, this fire energy, this is someone that might have fire energy in them, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. It shows that they're finally going to be free, maybe when they're released, when they're relocating. So they will be released from something, and they're having freedom. There's a lot of money coming in. And then there is the Emperor having power and authority. Maybe it's a job position that might come and offer that will give you a lot of money and a lot of freedom. This could be the reason that you are celebrating. This celebration could be due to this money and freedom. Freedom and money together. That is the best form of celebration, when you have a radical change and rise in your money that gives you abundance, so much to think about what to do about money, where to put it, how to invest, what to buy, where to go with from here, and plus freedom from all cares and worries and restrictions and people that are controlling. To have all that It is worth celebrating big time. Major celebrations are going to take place, my dear Aquarius. Something incredible is changing in your life. Prepare for a life of healing, a life of abundance, a life of wealth, a life of happiness, and a life of freedom. Absolute freedom. So this is magnificent. It doesn't get any better. And that's why we've got the wings. Now the wings are also in relation to freedom. You see that? Absolute freedom and rising above money issues. Rising above money issues. That explains also the fact that a lot of wealth is coming with the the Seven of Pentacles. A radical rise in your money to the point where you are going to be glorified to high levels of wealth. And this is where you are going to be feeling freedom. That's what the golden wings are. Freedom. Freedom from all that you've been worried about. Freedom from restrictions. Freedom from people's control. Living the life that you've always wanted. Without anyone intervening or without anyone standing in your way. Living free from all kinds of worries. This is incredible. Truly magnificent. Because you got the restrictions. You got the control over here with the devil. So that's going to be over. I mean, that is the greatest celebration. And that could be also in connection. We're talking all about the Wheel of Fortune, giving you a lot of fortune. And that also explains the money that's coming in and the celebrations again to do with the Wheel of Fortune. This is big money. A lot to be celebrated. So much to celebrate. This is just magnificent. It doesn't get any better. With the wings there, this sets you free. Because of this fortune, you are set free and you got so much abundance to share, to play around with, to change your life, to do what you please. Nothing can stand in your way when you are this abundant. Nothing can control you or try to control you. There'll be none of that. Absolutely none of that. You will lose the control and you're finally having your victory. That's why we've got the Six of Wands here, victory, and that's why we've got so much happiness here. That is what is destined, which I'll talk about that later. Okay, so that explains that. Now we're moving on to the next level. This could be also those of you who are fire energy, like Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, dealing with someone that is Aquarius also. It is possible. Or Aquarians that are dealing with fire energy, someone that might have fire. They might have Leo in them. They could be Taurus and they might have Leo in them. That is also a possibility. Now let's move on to the Empress and see what is the unconditional loving abundance that comes from the Empress. And look what it shows at the end. Living a life of wealth and luxury and not needing anything. How beautiful. The Empress now for all Aquarians. End of a horrific, suffocating chapter, and the grant of your wish. One of your oldest wishes is going to be granted after one hell of a chapter comes to an end. And there it is. This is there. And also, I just wanted to talk to you about the Four of Swords. End of a very horrific chapter and resting from a horrific chapter. And then, of course, living the life of wealth and abundance. Released from this and one of your oldest wishes being granted and having the life of wealth and luxury and not needing to work so much and so hard. This is magnificent. Absolutely incredible. So destiny is really doing great for you and with you and towards you, mighty Aquarius. Now, let's move on to the next level. And the next level is, that's what the Empress is granting you. Let's have a look at what you're celebrating. The celebrations. What are they all about for all Aquarians? Celebrating the truth, clarity, and decision making about someone wonderful that you're very much connected to, like could be a partnership, business, love, any kind of partnership. You could be dealing with someone like yourself, like I said before, Aquarius, a Libra or Gemini. A rebirth, a new way of life, making decisions in regard how to live your life and starting fresh after ending a very harsh chapter. And that is what you're celebrating. You're ending a very harsh chapter and you're starting fresh, and you are going to be empowered. You are going to be empowered. And that's why we also had the Emperor, you leading your life the way you want to live without restrictions. Now, we move on to the next level, and that's the Devil. Let's have a look at the Devil. Now, it shows like you could be buying your own home or buying your own business, but you're taking action and you're able to move now. You're able to be free and do what you want to do because of the money, perhaps, that's coming your way. There is a new project, a new beginning. It could be a new business, because the business shows up also with this. So it could be a new business. It could be a windfall, great money coming to you. Play the lotto or the lottery, because you are very much lucky. There is unexpected money coming, and you're rising above money issues, and that could be a windfall that you could be celebrating also. Celebrating a windfall. I'll just put it here so you can see. Celebrating a windfall, destiny and fortune all together for you, my dear Aquarius. Play the lotto or the lottery. There could be a windfall. There could be a change of life for you where you don't have to struggle anymore. Very important to consider this. This is magnificent. This is incredible. What is coming your way is incredible. So you are going to be celebrating something incredible. Now, we move on to, so that what was restricting you, what was controlling is over. You are going to be happy. You're going to be able to do things the way you want. You're getting your wishes and dreams come true with the 10 of Cups. And finally, you're able to take action and leave and move and, do what you want to do. There could be, the reason could be a business of your own. That could be possible. Finally having your own business with someone, working well with someone, and then leaving a hectic situation. Now, let's have a look at the Four of Wands for all Aquarians. Wow. The Four of Wands is all about this celebration, double celebration, and your high level of capacity of money, like we saw before with the Seven of Pentacles, large money coming to you. Now we've got the Six of Pentacles, where you are empowered to give money to others, to do so much, and that's why you're able to fly, and that's why you're rising above money issues due to this wealth of, what can I call it? Wealth of money that's coming to the point where you're celebrating so much. There is so much to celebrate that you are loving where you're at. You are loving what is coming your way. You are in awe, and you want to help so many people because of your happiness, and because how much abundant you are, how much money is coming your way. You're realizing how lucky you are in so many ways, that the heavens are being really, favoring you and giving you so much to the point where you can help others, and you are generous. You're becoming very generous, supporting others, and really celebrating your life and your abundance. There's a lot of profits. It could be a business. It could be a windfall. Either one, it's big and it's paying big. So enjoy every bit of it. And you're sharing it with those that you love. So that is also magnificent. Truly magnificent. I love what's happening for you, my dear Aquarius. This is magic. What's happening is magical. Wow, the Wheel of Destiny is going to take care of you big time. Now, let's move on to the last one, which is victory, success, everything you need to know about the Six of Wands. Is all about money, victory, and success. Shout out to the heaven for all that you are going to be empowered with. Let's have a look at that. The truth about the Six of Wands. Where you were torn and sad, all that comes to an end. The sun is going to be shining in your path, and there's a great new beginning that brings you perhaps abundance. So where you were feeling unsure what to do, stay or go, money is going to release you from this. A lot of money gets you out of that situation, feeling sad and unhappy, disoriented. That comes to an end. The sun shines in your path and brings you two new beginnings. One of all victory, and we're talking about victory and success here. The Six of Wands is victory in relation to that. Great victory, a lot of realizations, a lot of truth to help you move forward. And the greatest gift from the heavens. This could be a windfall. Play the lotto or the lottery. Small amounts of money, don't stop. Continuous. If it's every week, if you can afford it, if it's $4 or $5, if it's every 2 weeks, if it's every 3 weeks, if it's every month, but don't stop. Keep doing it. Keep playing it. Play small amounts and play regularly. $2, $3, $5 max. You don't have to do more. The cost of a coffee cup. So it doesn't affect your budget, and yet you're there playing. And you got the numbers. The lucky numbers are on this channel. So use them under your sign. Okay, now we're going to take on 2 more messages and see what else for all Aquarians. That was, so far was miraculous what I saw for you. Absolutely miraculous. And now I'm just going to put my glasses on to see what else is there for you to know. Right, here we go. Okay, it says stepping into power. And now with all this being empowered and miracles pouring in here and there, by the way, just so you, I wanted to just make that clear for the final time. just have to tell you this. Miracles are overwhelming you in every way. And that's the reason you are celebrating so much. Miracles are all over the place for you. You're celebrating so much miracles. You not only got the miracle card, but you got the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is about blessings and miracles pouring into your life. And you are in awe, achieving all that you have always wanted is happening for you. And that is very important factor for you to know. It's an extreme important factor for you to know. And I had to put that through for you so that you see it and you understand the magnitude of it. The magnitude of what the heavens are trying to tell you on top of everything I went through and explained. So that is that. And the Four of Wands is that. Okay, back to the next one. So you are stepping into power, extreme power. It says you are strong beyond measure. Because of all the wealth and all the support and all the victories, you are strong beyond measure. Very important. And then we've got taking shelter. The answers are within. You know how I said there was something hidden that you had to go through with the High Priestess? Something hidden. If you're questioning something, it's all within. All you got to do is just go into a little bit of silence and you'll feel that your answers are there. Whatever you're questioning, ask it, and then go into silence and don't think about anything. And you'll see all of a sudden, after just some time, you will get your answer. You'll feel your answer. You'll feel it so deeply that you'll know what the answer is. Now, what I'm going to do is find out a few more information with time frame from July onwards. What have we got? We got 1, we got 2, and 1 more. Just 1 more, and there's a 3rd one. Okay, how magnificent and how synchronized. Okay, let me show you this. Let me tell you this. How incredible. I love the way these are standing like that. I'll leave them that way. It says just be a little bit patient. A little bit of patience is needed. Maybe 2 weeks to 2 months. I would say it's 2 months. Patience is needed. 2 months. What are we in? We're doing July or September. By September, your patience will be running out, and this could be connected to the Two of Pentacles, because the Two of Pentacles is like waiting, trying to make a decision, and then something happens, great news comes along, probably a windfall or the big money that shows all over the place, and you're free. You're free, you don't have to wait any longer. The waiting game is over. So this complements the Two of Pentacles. It says a little bit of patience. There's only 2 left, 2 months, and it'll be all over. Be a little bit patient and you'll get there. Love and relationships, love and partnerships are going to be thriving. Remember, we had the Lovers here, which is a partnership, either love or business. And business was there. There's the Lovers we were talking about. And then we had the Three of Pentacles, which is either business or we got love also, because there was love in the situation here. There could be love for some and some for others. It could be business. It's a great partnership. There is going to be a lot of healing in this. There's going to be a lot of transcending, reaching to levels, making decisions about how to be in a better position or what to do, what's going to be better, putting plans into motion in regard to where you live together or in regard to where you start a business together. Wow. Sorry, something just collapsed. Wow. The way this happened shows to me it's like you are reinventing a situation. Yes, I just went into a little bit of a limbo here. It's like either you're dissolving a partnership and of a business maybe and starting something new. You might be dissolving a partnership with someone and starting something new with someone else, or it could be a business with someone that you might be dissolving and rebuilding again, starting fresh. It could be also the way that you've planned your life, like, you know, we'll do this and we'll do that and we'll do that, but according to what's happening in the world, environment and everything, could be changing and could be making you think a bit deeper and changing your plans and not having faith in putting your life in other situations or environmental circumstances. So you might be changing of plans and putting plans into motion. No, we won't do it this way, but we could be working and doing it that way. You're transcending, you're leveling up, you are making changes to your relationships and partnerships for the better, which is going to put you in a better position. From August, this is going to, actually from June, it has begun. No, it's starting from June all the way 26 weeks from June onwards. So you can do the math there. Now, when they said be patient, September, just 2 months max, a new beginning begins. And this new beginning is, remember the judgment? I said there's going to be a new beginning. Judgment was here. a new lease of life. Well, that's what's happening. A new lease of life begins. Something incredible is starting for you. End of a battle and starting a new life that is going to be glorious. It's going to be helpful. It's going to be magnificent. It's going to be abundant. And the sun is going to be shining with all the wealth that I showed you today and all the blessings that are destined for you. That is magnificent. Now, and by the way, this new beginning is within a month or within 1 year, because we've got 2 months to be patient. For some of you, it's starting within the month in August, and for others, it's starting within this year. Before this, like starting from July till July next year, it's going to begin, and it won't stop. The beginning is there all over the place. You have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, which is the beginning of prosperity and the never-ending prosperity, my dear Aquarius. Now I'm going to see 1 or 2 messages that you might need, perhaps just one. There it is, that you might need to know, that we might have not talked about, or something that's worth mentioning again. Perhaps, let's see, property. Okay, you could be buying a new property, a new business. We had the 10 of Cups. Yes, we had the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is connected to getting your dream wish. It could be your dream business. We had the 3 of Pentacles, which is business. It could be your business, right? Or it could be your home, your new home. Now, have a look at your general reading. It's going to put everything into perspective for you. You'll find out who the signs are, what's going on, what the 10 of Cups is. Is it property? Well, here it says it's property. And what it is that's happening. Is it business, new business? Is it a new concept that you're changing? Something big is changing in your life. And you've got to watch your general reading for June to see what's going on. And then watch it again when it's done in July, which is going to be another 2 weeks, I would say. The July one will be ready. But have a look at the June reading for Aquarius. Very important. Now, it says a property purchase or sale for many. But listen and pay attention to the security concerns in any transaction. You've got to be very careful when you're dealing with a transaction, when you're buying or selling a property. Whether it's business, whether even it's a car. If it's a car, if it's a business, but it's a property, yeah, sometimes it can be, referred to a car, a business car, like if you're doing a transport sort of business, whatever it is, or even if it's a business itself, don't forget, you need, because we had the coffin, so we have to be very careful that there's a bad investment. But what the situation here it is, what it's important for you to know is when you're buying and selling, you've got to pay attention to the security concerns, because there could be something in the security of the matter of the transaction. So there might be something there that you might not, you're excited and you don't pay attention to it, and that could come and bite you in the butt. I'm not supposed to say that, but you know what I mean. You've got to be so careful when it comes to the transactions. Always remember, if you're buying and selling, try to get 2 lawyers, if not lawyers, conveyancers, whatever they may be. Just try to get 2 opinions, always to be on the safe side. And whenever you're, sometimes, I shouldn't say this, but because of my long history of dealing with people all my life and working, doing this and psychology, I've come to terms, and I've seen a lot in my life that a lot of Aquarians do go through being cheated out of their rights. So you've got to be so cautious now that this has come up. I really shouldn't, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here just to try to prevent it if you can, and I'm trying to give you that information so that you can prevent. Some of you have already gone through this, where you've been embezzled by someone you really trusted, like a lawyer or someone that was very close, but you'll know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are 40 plus, those of you who are 40 below might have not gone through it yet, but you've got to know, you've got to be careful when you're dealing with big amounts of money, buying property especially, or big business where there's a lot of money involved, trust is involved, the security concern of a transaction. You've got to pay attention to it. That's all I'll say. We're not allowed to say too much. We can't be ourselves here. There's so many restrictions on what we can say, but I have passed on the message trying to prevent, if I can be the cause of a prevention of loss of money. I hope I am. For those of you who have gone through it, I know you're probably getting shocked, but I have dealt with this in the past in so many ways with so many Aquarians. My dear Aquarius, I do hope that you are, because you got the golden wings here, you are supported by the heavens. You got the Empress, the loving energy of like true unconditional loving from the heavens, and from the universe. Therefore, you are going to be protected. I am certain you'll be protected, but it still came out in the last bit where we have to talk about it. We have to, talk about this concern, and you have to be aware of it. And because we've got the coffin here, it also magnifies that there is something that's going to be a bit of a worry, that you need to be very cautious, the security of your transactions. So at least you're aware of it. It's better than not knowing. Destiny is there to help you in every way. The heavens are supporting you, and I'm here to deliver the message for you. So it's become very clear. You can be cautious. You can, like I said before, I think it was at the beginning of reading, if it happened, have a look at the weekend reading, see if there's anything there. The weekend's reading, very important at a time where this was uploaded, because there was something about a concern there too, so that you are aware. Because money, when it comes and when it's big amounts and you're dealing with big situations, you can't afford to have any things that you miss out on reading or not being sure of. You've got to be certain, and that's enough. I got to stop. Remember, a new beginning, a little bit of patience, and you're getting all the glorious miracles coming your way. Miracles are going to be surpassing everything, and you are going to be celebrating. So that is the most important factor. I do wish you abundance of joy and happiness, blessings in everything you do. Please give me a thumbs up. Please support me by seeing 2-3 videos a week if you can, as a gift to me, watching them all the way to the end in support of my health. That would mean the world to me, so that I can keep sustaining this and being able to do this and not needing to do more because I have lack of viewers, and your support is going to be the best by viewing. The more you watch, the more you support me. I wish you the best of the best in everything you do. Sincere blessings and namaste.